And we back. Welcome back to another great, amazing episode of the Get Buckets podcast, powered by Hardwood Ink Basketball. I'm here with my boy from Brashier, early college, middle college, middle college. Um, Caelin Fluker. He got the Fila track on today.
Yeah, it's his, by the way. So don't
um,
flame me.
Came to talk about the GTC versus BMC game. A little two-way rivalry. We don't, we don't talk about these smaller schools much, and I just wanted to come and give him a chance to, since he was at the game, just give his 2 cents, his take on the game, and just assess what he had to think about it and the players and all that, because they don't get a lot of say out here. We be just playing, even my school as well, GMC. We just play all of our games. We just be going through the season and all that. And you never really hear much about us, but I had to bring my guy on and just come confront us about how they're doing and all that. So, yep. What you want to let them know? Go ahead, you can start.
So yeah, it was a pretty good game for what I saw. It started off. Brashier started off. Camden Smith, he's a senior this year, transferred in from Woodmont. He started off with a dunk, and that's what really like set the mood for the whole game. Brashier in the first quarter they went up 12-1, and then yeah, it was pretty much like ahead from there. But then in the second and third quarter, GTC started to make a really good comeback, and they actually were leading at one point. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. It was either four. It was either two or four, and then yeah, and then but most of the time, like GTC, their defense is actually pretty good. They got a lot of steals, and like they switch. They like to switch a lot from what I saw, and they ran like a little like 1-2-2 like half court zone size press, and that kind of had Brashier kind of like a little staticky a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't really slow Brashier down at all. Um, Really, a lot of people hit big shots or made big plays, like Nick Madison, who's a junior. He really, for Brashier, was like their main leader. Like on defense, he probably had, I think, 2 or 3 charges. He had multiple steals and a lot of breakaway layups, looking for his teammates and everything like that. Another player that did pretty good, his name's Ryan Palladino. He's a senior. He also transferred from Woodmont.
For sure.
He did pretty good. He helped with the press break and stuff like that. Made a little jumpers, free throws. And yeah, on GTC though, KK, he's a sophomore.
KK Robinson.
Yeah, haven't seen him play in a while. He came out pretty strong. I can't remember how much he finished with, but he definitely had the most on his team.
Okay.
He really was doing a lot of everything. He got a lot of rebounds. Like he definitely got the most rebounds on his team as well. He was just getting a rebound, putting it back up almost every time they shot a shot. But back to GTC shooting. Their shooting was not the best. I'm not gonna lie. They really could not hit a outside shot to save their lives. But it was really the inside game that was killing Brashier.
Okay.
And yeah.
I mean, y'all don't have a lot of height though, do y'all?
Nah, I think our tallest player is 6'2", 6'3", maybe.
Who's that, Camden?
Nah, this dude named Carter.
Okay.
He's a senior as well. He came last year from Hillcrest.
I got a lot of transfers.
Yeah, we do. We do have a few transfers.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, our team is actually really old though. Like we only have one sophomore, and the rest are juniors and seniors, and that's not good because the chemistry won't be as good next year. But it won't. But a lot of people are easy to play with. Like Nick is easy to play with, and the only sophomore on the team, his name is Andrew Hutchins. He also did really well. He got a lot of rebounds, made some clutch free throws to extend Brasier's lead at the end of the game.
So who won? Who did end up winning?
Brashier.
Okay.
We won. I can't remember the score, but it was over 10.
Was it? It was in regulation.
Yeah, in regulation. Yeah, it was over 10. The energy in the game was kind of crazy. GTC had their own student section. Obviously, Brashier was a home game, so we had our student section. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was just back and forth until I would say the fourth quarter.
Real deal rival.
Yeah, it's a big rival.
Yeah, we be having these rivalries out here in 1A/2A. Don't play with us. We rock with our early colleges.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all. I mean, you're saying no that y'all might not have much chemistry next year, but honestly, since y'all been playing together for so long, I feel like, I mean, even if y'all don't have as much talent, I feel like y'all still be hopefully okay since y'all been playing together for a while. And you never know if someone. I mean, y'all didn't know Camden was gonna be there like this time last year, or Palladino. You didn't know if they were gonna be there, so you never know who's gonna come in, especially from that area.
Yeah.
Hillcrest, Woodmont, those are big schools, so
Mhm.
they're always down to go to some school like Brashier and just go and kill.
Yeah. The real reason why Ryan and Camden really transferred over to Brashier is because of playing time. Because they
Yeah,
told me like they weren't really playing at all on Woodmont
I
because
did
of
hear that.
Wes Kellett.
West
Wes
Kellett.
Kellett. Yeah, they said that. I heard from a source, not saying who. They said once Woodmont they find like a good player, they're just gonna keep that player and just make him more better and get him more touches. And like after he graduates or after they do all right in the season, that's a successful season for them. That's what
Yeah,
I've
so
heard from
basically he's
people.
saying Wes Kellett is Captain America and they're putting him in an ice vault so he can become the best player in Greenville County.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
No,
Pretty
I
much.
did hear, yeah. Yeah, once they find their guy, they make sure that's the one to take them far. But I think that was a smart move by Camden and
Mm-hmm.
dang, what's it? I keep forgetting his first name.
Ryan.
Ryan, yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan. Like that was a smart move because I mean Ryan, especially Ryan. That man, he's not bad. I've played him because I played him when he went to Ralph Chandler, and he's always been a solid player. So
Mm-hmm.
if he really wasn't gonna play like a bunch, it was. I mean, it was smart that he left because they got Dre Huff and a few other guards over at Woodmont.
Yeah, they're really guard heavy
Yeah.
over there a little bit. Yeah. That's really about it. That's what I have.
I wanted to bring it up talking
Okay.
about GTC on this part. Um, the two brothers that transferred over, Derek and CJ Drummond. Just had to bring them up a little bit. I think they've been doing all right this season, and CJ coming in as a freshman, he's been doing solid. I was looking at his numbers. I think he's averaging between I think maybe a little bit over 7 points a game. And I've seen them, throughout the past couple years. Their dad is highly involved in AAU basketball and all that. So, they work hard for sure. And I think they did go to Legacy last year, so just them going to GTC, another one of those occurrences where they just wanted to play at the varsity level and just get good minutes, and I think it's been working out for them.
Yeah. Speaking on the brothers, they actually did. They did pretty good. Their defense, obviously, they've always had good defense, so
Mm-hmm.
they were shutting down Camden a little bit at some points, and really they really didn't do good on with shooting. Like a lot of their shots just weren't falling. Like what's the older one, Derek?
Derek, yeah,
Yeah, his shot wasn't really falling, but he was also getting to the basket and playing good defense. So that's probably why he stayed in the game most of the time. And same thing with CJ.
yeah,
His shots weren't falling. He had a lot of nice floaters though. I think he had 6 points maybe,
hmm
6 or more. I don't know. But yeah, he did pretty good as well.
And then you had said, did you want to talk about Jakeem Sullivan?
Yes, I heard he goes by Keem. I think he was in foul trouble at the beginning of the game because he got subbed out pretty fast in the second quarter. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, but he's a pretty good guard for them. He like I said, they're pretty good at defense, so he helped out with the defense. His shot wasn't falling either, but just him playing defense and getting into the paint and
hmm
making good passes helped them out.
Yeah,
But yeah, they're gonna be a good team in a few years. I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
lie.
yeah, because even he is a sophomore.
Sophomore,
They have a
yeah.
lot of young guys that
Uh-huh.
are like their focal points this year.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think they'll be straight going on. I mean, KK, Derek, CJ, Keem, they're all gonna be there for the next 3 years, counting this season. So
Hmm.
CJ being 4. So I mean, you never know, it's transfers and all that. But
Yeah.
I mean, just expecting them to be there. I think they're gonna be. I don't know if they'll be back to that Jalen Brazil level back in a few years ago when they were all there, but they could definitely be better than they were the past couple years because the past couple years they've definitely been struggling, but you know, this could be a little start of something. It could be a little young team like who's a young team? Something like the Jazz,
It was a young team.
surprise them like the Jazz,
Yeah.
come out here and go crazy. But yeah, that's basically all we wanted to talk about. Not a super long episode, but just wanted to get my guy from Brashier since he represents Brashier Middle College, and I know I've known him for some time, and just felt like it was about the time to bring him on to the Get Buggish podcast and just give his take. And I know he's been playing basketball for a while, so he understands the game pretty solid for a kid his age. So I appreciate him coming on,
I'm
and
glad to be here. Glad to be here.
yes, sir. And good luck to the rest of your season, and I'll definitely stay on the lookout. And I appreciate you coming on.
No problem. Thanks for having me on here.
Yes, sir.